Welcome to Monday Night Live in Lexington, you guys. My name is Catherine Kaufman, and I'm a psychic medium here in Lexington, Kentucky. Welcome to my every Monday night live chat show. Tonight's live show is, how does your astrological sign affect your body or your health? And so we're going to dive into this topic. It's called iatromathematics. So let's do some quick shout outs. Hey to Jennifer, Arthea, Shelley, Melissa, and Amy here on Facebook. For those of you that are tuning into my professional page, Psychic Medium TV, I left the link on there in case you want to join the chat. You'll have to hop over to my personal page, but if you're there just viewing, enjoy the show. Hey to Chris, Vicky, Magnolia, thanks for joining me you guys this evening. And over here on Instagram, a special shout out to Mark. Hey, thanks for joining me tonight. So let's get into this because I'm afraid we're going to run out of time on this evening. What we are looking at is astrology that is connected to your body, it's connected to your health. So hey to Tommy and Chastity, Pamela and James. It's called iatromathematics, and the iatromathematicians developed this pseudoscience in the 1700s. So what they were doing is viewing the human body through astrological reasoning, okay, as well as body mechanics. So the 12 astrological signs contribute quality to each body part from head to toe. And you have to add the planets on top of your astrological sign because you're going to have influence from the planets along with your astrological sign. So we have to look at both. So the planets are correlated with certain parts of the body as well. And so the process that they do with this iatromathematics is they examine a person's natal chart and attempt to predict like biological setbacks that an individual might have over the course of their lifetime. So let me check and see. Let's do a couple more shout outs here before we dive deep into this information. Hey to Pamela Thompson, Betty Jo, Helen, Chris, R. Douglas King and Kathy Warner, Felicia Noble, Zoe, Curtis, Brian, Carlos, Donna, and Katie. And special shout out over here on Instagram to AJ's Girl, Lee James, and Bjorn Woods. Thanks for joining me this evening. So these iatromathematicians, what they do is they examine a person's active and energetic temperament. And there's certain temperaments that a human body has. So they took it upon themselves to explore the various causes of health problems and to try to prevent some of those from occurring by paying particular attention to the astrological signs and then the planetary influences. I thought that this was really interesting because of the daily planetary influences that I do on Facebook. So those of you that are just now joining and you're not familiar with me, I am a psychic medium here in Lexington, Kentucky. I also have a daily planetary influence forecast on my Facebook pages every single day. Kind of gives you a heads up on how the energy of the day is going to go, so you know whether to keep your head down or run full course. So hey to Katie, Jordan, Kathy, Ina, Rocky, Melissa, and Cynthia. Thanks for joining me tonight. And Donna Hayden. Okay, so let's get back to our stuff here. So they look for the various causes of health problems. In iatro mathematics, there's a particular assumption that there's an impact of various energy fields caused on the star bodies, and the star body of an individual, and that's your energy field, is often referred to by astrologists as the energetic matrix. And it's believed to be spawned from the heavenly bodies, which I found very, very interesting, such as the sun, moon, planets, and the other astrological signs. And we're going to go into what the planetary influences are on your body, but also what your astrological influence is on your body. So if you have a particular astrological sign or you're associated with a particular planetary influence, do a little shout out here and ask me what your body part influence is, and I'll look it up for you right here. Iatro mathematics is closely correlated with biomechanics as well. Because of the field of biomechanics, they investigate macrobiotic bodies to a macroscopic degree through appliance of several engineering principles. So it can get pretty in-depth, but the whole goal of it is that these iatro mathematicians believed that they could predict certain physical ailments that a person might have over their life, and if they took special precautions, they could lead a healthier lifestyle. So let's see here. Magnolia, are Virgos prone to stomach issues? Absolutely. So we have a couple of Virgo, Libras, and Aquarius. So let's just start with Virgo and Libra, okay? Since we have a couple of Virgos and Libras here. So Virgos governs the stomach area and the digestive system in whole. But the particular reason is because Virgos use their clairsentient ability or the gut feeling, and so they get a lot of overstimulation to the gut area and are prone to a lot of issues with the stomach and digestive system because Virgo rules over the stomach and digestive process. Now, Libra governs over the kidneys. That area is the Libran influence. And also Venus governs the kidneys as well. So Venus rules Libra, and your lower back region may feel most fit or healthy when this planet is in harmony with the rest of the cosmos. So let's go over Aquarius. I think, let me go back. Melissa Begley is Aquarius. So let's do Aquarius real quick. Aquarius was, I think, I'll find it. Hang on just a second. Yes. Here we are. Aquarius is the ankles. And so the zodiac sign rules to your appeal of the public and large crowds. So you're going to work well with others. The ankles support the body and hold things up just like, you know, a group. The ancient ruler of Aquarius is the planet Saturn, whose stern and serious path slows us down with sore ankles. So the ankles kind of keep you in check, Aquarius. When the planets are not in agreeable alignment, you're going to find that the ankles are a problem. So let's see. Magnolia says, and stress. Let me see what your, okay, are Virgos prone to stomach issues and stress? Yes, absolutely. Because Magnolia, you're using that clairsentient or gut feeling and that gut ability. So Cynthia wants to know what kind of mathematicians. It's spelled iatro mathematicians. I-A-T-R-O mathematicians. This was developed in the 1700s as a pseudoscience. So let's see. Katie Jordan is Pisces. Let me find my Pisces here so I can let you know what that one is. Pisces is influence over the feet. And so it was thought in ancient times that the feet were so important because it was the culmination or the terminus of all of the nerve endings. And so it was, the feet were very, very important. And it makes me kind of wonder if that maybe is where the reflexology got started with the hands and the feet, because the nerve endings are all culminating there. So assigning a small area of the body such a large role or large importance, plus Jupiter is kind of figuring into the Pisces and the foot influence. The planet of expansion gets discordant energy from other planets about this time. And so you really have to be careful, Pisces, what kind of shoes that you buy. Be very, very sure that you have very, very comfortable shoes, because that, you know, like if your feet are not comfortable and you're in pain and you're wearing some really bad shoes, that can ruin the whole day for you, Katie. So Kathy is a Gemini. Let's see what your influence is, Kathy. Gemini is influence of the arms. So, and also Mercury. When Mercury, the ruling planet of Gemini, is in harmony with the zodiac, it's much easier for like waiters and waitresses to carry the trays. Any kind of lifting or building that you may be doing with your arms is easier under Mercury. And so when it's not in Mercury and you have other influences, you may drop things a lot. You may not feel like carrying things. So this would be handy to know if you were in the service industry. Hey to Laura Day. So Magnolia says she's on the cusp too. So you have two different influences to consider. So Chastity is a Sagittarius. So let's look up Sagittarius here. And I got my notes kind of back and forth. So sorry, I'm having to go back and forth here. Sagittarius's influence is on the thighs. And so that has to do with going towards or moving towards opportunities. It is also, it's a movement type of influence because the thighs are the major mobility of the body that pushes you forward. So Jupiter is the planet that rules this sign, and the thighs are what propel you forward towards success, opportunity, adventure, optimism, all that kind of thing. So hey to Helen, let's go over Leo next, because Leo is one of my favorites. Leo was very interesting. I think Leo was the heart, but let me check and see. Yes, Leo's influence is over the heart. And it was thought that in ancient cultures that the heart was actually more important than the brain. Can you believe that? Hey to Katie over here on Instagram, and Connie. How are you guys this evening? And if any of you want your astrological sign, that one that we haven't gone over, put it up there and we'll get to it. So Leo's energy indicates that the person is a natural born leader, but they do have some tension from the solar influence. And so they tend to have a little bit of self-centeredness, a little bit of an emotional core to them, and they will have, you know, heart issues and even electrical conduction aberrations, like, you know, you may need a pacemaker someday. That's a Leo. So that's the heart influence. Let's see. Hey to Brooke, and Pamela is a Taurus. Let's see what the Taurus is. Taurus influence is over the throat, Pamela. So many people who make a living singing or public speaking have planetary influence that's harmonious with Taurus in their astrological charts. If you're a Taurus and you're under a lot of stress and you may have been yelling a lot, you can influence yourself into a sore throat. So that can be one of the things that might happen with a Taurus. So let's see. Let me see. Hey to Lana and Donna K, Brenda Joe, Melissa. Yes, Lana, you're right. Sagittarius, I think, was the thighs. Let's be sure. Sagittarius is the thighs. And so that, like I said, Jupiter is also something that influences Sagittarius. And the thighs are the major constituent that propels you towards success. Hey to Yasmin Jadoon and Patricia Sullivan. Hey to Daniel and Rolando and John. And let's see if there's any more. Capricorn, Patricia. Yes, we haven't done that one yet. So Patricia, Capricorn's influence is over the legs. And that kind of goes along with the goat being the one that climbs the ladder to success. It's very distinctive and slow and methodical. And the legs have to be very sturdy to keep going up that ladder of success. The ancient ruler, let's see, of Capricorn is Saturn. And so Saturn returns at certain birth dates that you need to be aware of. So if you're the age of 28, 57, or 83, these are your years, your best years to achieve, which is very interesting. So I thought all of this information was just awesome. So Donna K is a Cancer. Let's find out. And by the way, folks, if you looked at one of the ads I ran for this show tonight, I was asking you guys what the astrological influence of the hands were. So guess what? It's Cancer. Cancer influence is specifically over the hands. And they said that people with Cancer are prominent in their charts are more likely to wake up with their hands balled into a fist. So Donna K, you will have to tell me, is that true or not? Because when I read it, I was like, I don't know, but I'm going to present it because it was in the research. So hey to Becca and Amy is a Scorpio, which we haven't done yet. So let's find Scorpio. And we have a couple more that we haven't done. And I'll just, if nobody asks, I'll go ahead and present those. Scorpio's influence is over the pelvic area and all of the organs that are contained within the pelvis. So that includes the sex drive, and when Mars is also in influence here, you get very active with this. And so you may just try to take control of all your senses at that time when Mars is active as well. So Scorpio is receiving a combination of harmony and tension. So it can be both for Scorpios. It can be harmony, but it also can be a lot of tension and stress at that time. So Katie says, wow, that's insane. I'm always having feet pain. Awesome, man. That just kind of correlates, doesn't it, Katie? Hey to John Philip Young, Leslie, and Patricia wants to know what I am. I am a Capricorn, but I am like, I used to be a really classical Capricorn, but David has gotten me out of some of the staunch things that go with the Capricorn. One of which is wearing too much black.
What did she say?
He drives him crazy when I wear too much black and white. He's like, get some color in there, which, you know, Capricorns love to be very formal and very structured. And and what I was saying about Capricorn and the Saturn return, with one of the best years being the age 28, 57, and 83. I am 57 to this year. So this should be my best year. We'll see. Let's see. Brenda Joe is, Brenda Joe, you must have been Sagittarius thighs. Yes. Dee Dee, hi. Tony, nice to see you guys. Let's see if anybody else has any. Taurus, we did not go over, Melissa. Thanks for bringing that up. So Taurus is the throat. Oh, yes, we did go over that, because Taurans, when they're under stress and do a lot of yelling, will get a sore throat. So, and I think your planetary influence for Taurus was Venus. Now, we did not go over Aries. I'm surprised nobody asked for Aries. Shout out to Rhode Island and Rebecca A. Sherpa Smith. What's the weather like up there, Rebecca? Hey to Greta and Tom Driver. And a special shout out to Corey Southworth. Aries, you asked for it. Yes, absolutely, Corey. Anything for you, honey. Aries is the influence over the head, and people born in harmony between planets and Aries are said to be able to avoid head injuries. Okay. If you're constantly bumping your head or know someone who does, tension in this sign would be reflected in your astrological chart. When Mars, the planet that rules Aries, is going through tense interactions with other planets, there are a lot of headaches, a lot of migraines, and those become very common at that time. Shout out over here on Instagram to One Bow, One Arrow. Yes, we did Aquarius. Aquarius was, let me see here. I think Aquarius was the ankles. Yeah, Aquarius was the ankles, and that's the influence there. So, and I think that the planetary influence for Aquarius was Saturn too. And it said from this that the Aquarians love and really rely on, like, working in a group, being the stable force in a group, that kind of thing. So Danielle, once a Pisces influence was the feet, Danielle. You can go back and watch the beginning, I think, of the show, because that's where we went over Pisces. And let's see. Patricia says, thank you, Capricorn legs. Go climb a ladder. Yes, you need strong legs. Absolutely. Let's see. Virgo is true. Arthea says, with digestion. Not sure about Libra. She missed if you get time to the end. I'll hit Libra again really quick because Libra was the kidneys. And Venus rules Libra and the kidneys in the lower back region. So when you're out of kilter with the kidneys, things are going to be out of balance on that, Arthea. Hey to Kyle. And let's see, Donna K. No, I don't wake up with clenched hands. I didn't think so, Donna K. Some of the stuff that I looked up sounded a little bizarre. So Rebecca up there is freezing 25 degrees. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys get warm soon up there. And Tony says we'll be getting more snow, which I saw in the forecast. Some forecasts were calling for snow tonight in Kentucky, and others were not. So we'll just see if we get any white stuff before morning. Hey to Bob and April Bulin and Trina and Susan. And Sarah Hicks wants to know about Taurus. We did go over Taurus, but I'll hit it again really quick. Taurus was the throat, Sarah, and that's that stress. And it can manifest as sore throats or problems talking. Now, let's get on to, before we run out of time, I want to focus on the planets. Okay, let's find out. We've gone over the astrological influences, but let's look at the planetary influences. So, and this is another way of going into this, another name for this. Iatromathematics is medical astrology. So in the modern term, we call it medical astrology. And so we look at the influences of not only the astrological sign, but also the planetary influence. So for those of you, listen up, that are Aries, remember it's the head, Taurus is the throat, Gemini are the arms, Cancer is the hands. As some references, I looked up Cancer also was influence over chest, breast area, and the stomach, even though they mention the stomach in Virgo. Leo is the heart, chest, spine, and upper back. Virgo is more specifically the stomach, digestive system, intestines, and nervous system. Libra were the kidneys, skin, lumbar, and buttock region. Scorpio was reproductive system, sexual organs, and excretory system, all of the contents in the pelvic area. Sagittarius was specifically thighs, also the hips, liver, and sciatic. Capricorn is the knees, any kind of joints, skeletal system, and the legs. So let's get into the planets here really quick. Aquarius was ankles and circulatory system. Pisces were feet, toes, lymph system, and adipose tissue. So the planets, how do we manage these planets? Let me check for questions. Yes, Rebecca, more references talked about Cancer being associated with the hands rather than the digestion, but I really liked the breakdown that I just gave you guys on more than just one body part. But a lot of the old charts will just have one body part on there. Hey to Barbara Bacon. Shout out to her and her shop, Crystal Crazy and Aura Studio. And I think it is this coming weekend, Barbara. Isn't your shop having a huge sale? Shout out in the comments if that's the case and put your store link on there for people. Lots of really, really beautiful gemstones and gemstone products in that shop if any of you guys are interested. So let's go over the planets really quick. Now, the sun is the first one we're going to start with. It governs the heart, eyes, circulatory system, upper back, and the vitality. And remember, the sun was associated with this specific astrological sign, Leo. Then we go over the moon. The moon's association with the stomach, breasts, lymphatic system, digestive system, the womb, and glandular tissue. Mercury was said to govern the nervous system, lungs, arms, hands, tongue, and bowels. So you have to look at the astrological influence and the planetary influence of a person's natal chart to know what their problems are going to be, projected to be. Venus was associated with neck, kidneys, thymus gland, lips, chin, cheeks, palate, and eustachian tubes. Mars was associated with muscles, testicles, nose, and the cartilage in the body. Jupiter was associated with liver, fat, adrenal glands, thighs, feet, and sciatic nerves. Saturn was the skin, hair, teeth, bones, joints, and knees. Uranus was the parathyroid gland, neural activity, and the aura. So Neptune was the pineal gland and psychic healing. That's interesting, very interesting. Pluto was the pancreas, metabolism, and elimination. So this is all very interesting stuff. Let me check for questions. Patricia says, Capricorn knees, joints, skeletal systems, and legs. Thank you. You're welcome. And Arthea says, Cap is correct. My husband has knee and leg issues, as well as I do, but that was due to a car wreck back in the 90s. So I can't blame my astrological or natal chart on that. Although, because I was born on Midway Island, I've not been able to find anybody to do a natal chart for me. They keep wanting to plug it into a computer program that calculates it in Hawaii, which is about 800 miles from where I was born, so that doesn't work. So anyway, we are all out of time. I'm glad you guys joined me so that you can know a little bit more about how your astrological sign affects your body and how the planetary influence affects your body. If you guys want to know what the daily planetary influence is, join me here on Facebook every single morning. That will be posted for you so that you can know what is in store for the day. I also do a free 3-card reading on every Friday. It's called Fun Friday. You can join me for that. You get to guess at which card you're most drawn to, and I do a full description of what that card means for the day, which is always different. It's never the same. And then I do a video reveal on my YouTube channel as well. You guys have a fabulous week. I will see you Friday for Fun Friday. And next Monday, we're going to be joined again by Shifu Karega for our ongoing shows on the plasma electric universe. Thanks for joining me, you guys, tonight. Kisses from Kentucky. And I will see you on Friday for Fun Friday and next Monday for another show here on Monday Night Live. Bye, guys.